A lot of people are in that scenario where they're trying to decide whether they should go into a fixed or a variable rate mortgage right now, whether it's for a new purchase, refinance, or a renewal. Now, this is something that might help you a little bit. When we're looking at that variable rate versus fixed rate, of course, we know that variable rates are deemed by partly by the Bank of Canada, and when they drop rates, that's why variable rates have been in the news so much lately, right? Rates have been coming down on that side of things, affecting variable rates, not necessarily fixed rates. Now, a variable rate is composed of two components, right? One is prime rate, which the Bank of Canada can move, right? But it's prime, it's calculated by prime minus a delta. So prime minus what the bank determines their discount to be. So we used to see it being prime minus 1%. So that would mean prime as of today is 5.45. So prime minus that delta, prime minus 1 would be 4.45. Now, in that case, that's a pretty good discount. What we're seeing as we slowly approach January 29th is we're seeing that discount side start to, starts to reduce. So now what we're seeing is maybe like a prime minus 0.7% or prime minus 0.65%. So now you're not getting that 4.45, you're getting like a 4.65 or higher in some instances, depending on if you're an insured or an uninsured file. Now, of course, the banks are playing their game, but that definitely makes variable rates a little bit less attractive, at least when it comes to, a rate for rate comparison to maybe a 3-year fixed rate, which is going to be somewhere like a 4.5 or, low fours, right? Again, depending on that range and scale and depending on you. Some food for thought when you're considering this, but it's definitely going to help when we start seeing what happens in January and we start to see how banks are shifting their delta, okay, or their discount on those variable rate mortgages.